What's up, guys? Welcome back to another pop culture news update. Today we have a lot to talk about. I'm your boy Battery CEO. This is my partner Sensei Finito. Welcome. And today, before we get into things, make sure to follow us on at Marvel Bros 23 on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where we
You see
post
this up there.
all of our new stuff we talk about. All of our videos you can access through our social media. And with that,
And don't forget to also, right now, this stream is also live on our website, and that's www.marvelbros.com. You can check out our merchandise. You can donate if you want to, and everything you do on that website will help us out more at Marvel Bros, and we appreciate it so much. So let's just dive right on into things and get it started.
Alrighty. So, huge news because just like the announcement of when the comic book for The Walking Dead was coming to an end, The Walking Dead series is finally coming to an end after season 11. What?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't think it was ever going to end, to be honest. The Walking Dead seemed like one of those shows where it was like, hey, like the sun can take over, or someone else can just take over as being the lead role, and it could just continue. But them going ahead and actually ending that series, I think it's a cool, like a good idea. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. At the same time, because you don't want it to get to where like it's Fast and Furious, and it's like, okay, man, like this is another season of The Walking Dead, but. Mm-hmm. I think this was a good choice on their end, and I think it was a step in the right direction as well. I don't know if their other Walking Dead series is still floating right now.
So, from what I understand, the main Walking Dead series is coming to an end, but I believe Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead. That's what
Daryl and Carol spinoff is in the works. I think they're also working on some other spin-offs related to the Walking Dead world, but the main Walking Dead series will be coming to an end. Not surprised, especially with the abrupt ending of the comic book series. I remember one week they were promoting, hey, yeah, we're get ready for our next series, and all of a sudden later that week, hey, this will be our last issue ever. It's gonna be supersized. And that's it. I don't know the exact reason as to why it happened. I'm not really that delved into like the comic book
Walking Dead
or the Walking Dead per se, but I do know that Robert Kirkman, which is the writer, one of the main dudes for The Walking Dead, has always had issues with AMC.
I didn't know that.
And he's actually on a couple of occasions, I don't want to say called them trash, but
okay.
But he talked shit, and even at certain cons, he'd be like, "Yo, what else does AMC have?" And be like, "They have nothing on The Walking Dead." And in that, like, he was like, "If I wanted The Walking Dead show to keep going, it can go on for the rest of our lives." Like
that's what I figured from The Walking Dead. That's what I thought we were getting, was kind of the rest of our lives we were going to have The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
and I mean, I think you said that they're in the works to creating a Daryl and Carol spinoff. So there is going to be The Walking Dead pretty much for most of our lives. It's just going to be in different increments, and like we had just mentioned with like Fear the Walking Dead, this new spinoff series, and no doubt more spinoff series to come. Yeah. And it would be, I'm honestly juiced about it at the same time, because we don't have anything else doing what they're doing other than superhero stuff,
That's true.
Like, so to be able to have a zombie television universe in the Walking Dead universe, or whatever you want to call it, I think that would be amazing in itself. That's just another thing for people to be able to hold on to, like we had, it would be the same thing of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer coming on, and then they're making another spinoff series from that, and it's still a whole nother Vampire Slayer. You know what I mean? Like that's always a good idea in my book. I remember we were in heavy talks about the Hasbro universe that they were trying to create as well. It's like, yo, that would be awesome. You know what I mean? Like to be able to see Power Rangers, Transformer. It's just, I love it. And like we always keep saying, it is the year of the creators, honestly, man. So it's just awesome. That's awesome to hear.
There was something else I was about to say. With that said, The Walking Dead is also working on a movie. I think it's centered around Rick Grimes, which is like the main character in the series. obviously, spoiler if you watch the show, he has since like been killed off, I think, or I'm not sure exactly what happened. I haven't watched that part of the show yet,
What? I didn't
but
know that. That's
but
crazy.
apparently that's a thing, and so I don't know where this movie is going to go, how it's going to work.
Hector
Um,
Ramirez said, similar to Doctor Who. Oh yeah,
mm,
I've never really paid attention to the Doctor Who series ever, but I hear it's awesome.
there's
So
a huge fan base for Doctor Who out
yeah,
there,
I know there's like a cult fan
huge
base
following
for it.
for,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that
that's one of
series.
those cult classics. Because isn't that a movie that got turned into a series and then another series, or no? Because I thought I know it's like a British. It started
It's
as
a
a
lot.
British
I know that it's a
thing,
lot.
right? Yeah, it's a lot. Like it's yeah. And there's like multiple Doctor Who's. I think
Mhm.
Doctor Who is like Mr. Fantastic essentially. You know what I mean? Like there's multiple Doctor Who's and as how they make the Citadel that he
Mhm.
has going on with all the Mr. Fantastics there.
Oh
It's
yes,
something similar to that. You know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah. Hector says it has developed its own universe. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, pretty dope.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
and then I believe they're working on another series that's centered around a group of kids that at the start of the outbreak. That
What?
yes, I don't know the name of it. Um,
That sounds awesome.
they released a trailer for it and everything. It's actually pretty. I think
Okay.
it's coming out soon. Honestly,
Oh yeah, I
I don't
need
know.
to.
I don't know all the details on it though, but that is something that we have to look forward with the Walking Dead series. Um, with that
I
said, let's go ahead and move
Go
on
on
to
to
number
the
two.
next one. All right. Well, during virtual New York Comic Con, we will see our first look at Marvel's Modok on Hulu. I think that's awesome, yo. I think
Yes.
that's awesome.
Um,
Go ahead.
what's it called? I hope it's not like New York or San Diego Comic Con because like it just happened and no one really cared online.
I didn't even know that a San Diego Comic Con had happened online.
Yeah, it happened. It was online. There really wasn't anything
But isn't that
there.
because everyone pulled out and did their
Everyone
own
pulled
thing,
out,
though,
and
right? Yeah, yeah.
like there was no reason to go there. But this is actually a good sign that we're going to be getting some great content from hopefully New York Comic Con. And it's funny because we were just talking about Maddox last week. So,
Yeah, we were
uh,
literally just talking about him. And I believe the show is actually it's not live action. It's a cartoon series, right? It's an animated series, if
I'm
I'm
not too
mistaken.
sure.
And
There's
then
some.
Patton Oswalt is supposed to be Modok.
Mhm,
And I think we have all of the cast of the Modok series, like
mhm.
of the main people, because I don't know if you've ever seen that superhero show where it's kind of like a reality series as well. It was on cartoon. It was on Adult Swim actually, but that's kind of the vibes that I got essentially when this first announcement was made about the Modok series. It was
Mhm.
like, oh, okay, this is going to be kind of like what's it called? This is basically just going to be like a reality show, like, but
Mhm.
not really that reality show, but give us more about the villain's perspective. And with Patton Oswalt being Modok, it's gonna be hilarious. You know what I mean? Modok,
Mhm.
he's hilarious, and Modok is a pretty interesting character as well that they never really dwell on too much in anything other than animated series. So it would be nice to get him in a live action role, but I don't know if that's actually happening.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know this, but okay. So it is going to be an animated movie or
Hmm.
a series.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go ahead and just read this off because I had no idea this was a thing. So
go ahead.
Hulu announced a new partnership with Marvel Television that would produce 4 new animated shows based on obscure but beloved comic book characters: MODOK, Hitmonkey, Tigra, and Dazzler, and Howard the Duck. These 4 original shows will then culminate in a
Yes.
team-up special, Marvel's The Offenders.
Yeah.
What? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, we knew that. Oh, yes, we knew that. That's what we
Really?
that was what we had did the news on. Like when we first reported that a while ago, that
I
is what it was all about. Yeah, and that's what I couldn't think of it, but yeah, that's what's happening,
I
yo.
don't remember
And
that. Wow.
and then I'm pretty sure we know who all of those actors are, if I'm not mistaken. And if we don't know who all of them are, we know who all the ones that are going to be in the Modok series are at
Yeah.
least. Because I'm pretty sure they had like we had went over all of it. I could have swore like And if we didn't go over it, then I read about it and I just assumed that it was us that knew. You know what I mean? Because we talk about all this stuff anyway. So I always think we know, we on the same page with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that's crazy. That sounds even doper though, because I forgot. Like I forgot until you said it, but that it was supposed to go into like an Avengers type thing, and yeah, man, that's that because I just remember us talking about that, and Patton Oswalt being kind of he's supposed to be like the Tony Stark of everything, really, because he's he's the brains of it, and so on and so forth. But I still stand by what I say to where I really want him to be utilized in live action somehow. And it's kind of crazy that we're getting so much Modok at the same time. We got him in Marvel's Avengers. I think he's in. I don't know if he's in a comic right now, but I feel like I don't know either. I've heard something about him more. I just keep hearing Modok, and it's like, man. And his name, I can't remember what his name stands for. Because what his name stands for, I really like it. I don't want to bust out the encyclopedia right now.
Here, let's see.
Modok stands for mental organism designed only for killing. That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got dark real quick.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. He is a beast, yo. So I'm interested to see, where that goes and what happens with it.
Okay, so is he inhuman, like the game makes him, or is he like how does he become?
Okay, now you're gonna make me bust out the book, man. You asked.
I had to ask the question, man. Like I don't know because like. We just started playing Marvel's Avengers. It's super amazing.
It's super amazing. We're actually at the same part.
Yeah, we're still pretty early on in the game, I think.
We are definitely.
But in the game, Modok was a human, but then on A-Day, he becomes a inhuman, hence getting his powers. But I don't know. Was he? Okay, let's see.
Let me see. What the heck? Modok. Okay. So scientists at AIM needed an organic computer to analyze a cosmic cube, so they mutated one out of AIM agent George Tarleton. As Modok, mental organism designed only for killing, Tarleton quickly concluded that AIM would be better with him in charge and took over. As part of the intelligentsia, he helped make the Red Hulk and Red She-Hulk. However, the hulked out Amadeus Cho caused him to revert to a normal man. Modok's brain had been cloned. However, oh damn! So there was a lot of stuff going on with Modok. But okay, with us just reading that, right? You know what that makes me think is that that's the direction that we might actually go within the MCU, because we're at a time right now where we don't have Tony Stark, right?
Yep.
We already know that the general has been kind of going crazy over things. We know that for a fact. He's been obsessing over the Avengers, trying to get everything he needs. We see him looking really, really sick in the trailers for Black Widow. He looks like he looked terrible in those. Like it was like, whoa, like, and it looked like they made him look like that. You know what I mean? So maybe, and then we see that it says that he helped make Red Hulk. So maybe there is some kind of ties-ins that we're getting there. You know what I mean? And we know we're getting She-Hulk introduced as well. I don't know. It seems like, it seems possible.
That would be a perfect tie-in. Weren't we supposed to get? No. Oh, you know what? Okay, so what happened? Modok was supposed to be in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but then Marvel Television said, no, take him out. We have other plans for him. So that might be it.
That might be it, man.
We're just gonna crack the code, bro.
We might have cracked the code. Modok is like the secret person, like. And then it was also very intriguing to me because you got Taskmaster in it, and that's when I was like, okay, this this is like, bro, like this seems like we might be getting Modok. And the
Hmm.
more I think about it, what if they kind of implement the the German scientist that had kept his consciousness alive through the computers? What if they kind of incorporate him into Modok some way?
That might be the direction they're going. Uh, Only because I don't know why. Usually, the MCU is pretty what is it? Conscious about their plugins throughout the universe, and I feel like
Yeah,
that is a huge one because he seemed like a pretty elegant Captain America Winter Soldier. No, yeah, it was Winter
yeah,
Soldier.
yeah.
Uh, that seemed like a very important thing, and I wouldn't doubt it if Shield um, or someone or Hydra when with Hydra and Shield were together and without Shield knowing, that's
Yeah.
something Hydra probably been working on. My other theory, which is what I was going to say, was what if Master somehow becomes Modok?
Like he's George Tarlement, like
Yeah,
before anything happens,
and like
like, and
something
then
happens in Black Widow,
the yeah, and
and he
then that
becomes
makes him become. That would be dope, and I would like it a lot because, especially because they haven't showed us who the actor is that's
yeah.
playing Taskmaster.
Hmm.
Still to this day, like all the delays, all the stuff that we've gone through,
We
and
just
we
don't know.
still don't know who Taskmaster is. And I just think that's crazy. And I'll just keep saying kudos to Marvel for that one. But
Oh
I
yeah,
think that would be a really, I think, and then to me, it's either going to be he is, like you said, his Modok, or he's been working for Modok, and kind of
yeah,
everybody's been working for Modok. And maybe we get Ultron resurrected. I'm always for Ultron. You
oh
know
yeah.
me, I'm Ultron's advocate. So I think that would be cool, man. I think that would be
Okay,
cool.
here's my next question. This is related to Marvel's Avengers, real quick. Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
do you think I don't know, remember the doc George? I think is his name.
Yeah, George Tarlement.
Do you think he planned A Day and worked with Master at the beginning, or do you think it just happened by accident?
No, I think that he planned, like, him and the girl. I think they planned A Day together. Okay.
Hmm.
And then I think that once he got the Terrigen Mist into his system, I think everything made him go crazy from that
Hmm.
point. I think he wasn't that bad of a person beforehand. He
Hmm.
he was in like one of those rock in a hard place kind of things, because
Yeah.
the doctor from the game, she gave me mad vibes like the dude from Venom, like that doctor. You know how he was.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how she reminded me of that to
Hmm.
it, to the like the umpth degree. So with that being said, it was like the doctor kind of just seemed like he was going with the flow. He
Hmm.
didn't even want to do what he had to do. I don't want to put too much spoilers out there,
No,
but
yeah,
he didn't want to do what, we all saw happen. But
yeah.
you can tell progressively throughout the game that he is getting more and more sinister, more and more, like
I just
it's like
saw that today, and I was
really,
like, oh,
yeah, like because like, have you seen Abomination and all that, like, and all of that, like
wait, see the what?
Abomination?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, okay, I was just making, yeah. See, and that was
Uh,
like, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god!"
I don't
Like,
know, I don't know whatever came to me.
like I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So you can
Yeah.
obviously tell though that he's losing some type of grip of himself,
Hmm.
and I think that it's due to what's happening to him. And I think the game is going to be amazing. I think it's gonna be a lot like. I think it might be the storyline might be a little bit better than the Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man game one, because, like, you know what I mean, like that game was awesome, but
Yeah.
it relied so much on the open world aspect that
Hmm.
it ended up taking some away
Yeah.
from the storyline. And I feel
Hmm.
like with Marvel's Avengers, they're putting so much into this storyline. Like, it's like, yo, I feel like I'm watching a movie while I'm playing the game. You know what I mean? I'm really interested. I'm like, oh my god! Like, I'm really having reactions.
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be really good. Uh, you know, in game for the game,
Hmm. Okay,
and it keeps Marvel relevant too.
I don't want to get too into the game, but do you think they implicated more of a story in the PlayStation exclusive with Spider-Man? Because we actually see the Daily Bugle a lot. So
I
far
think
at least.
Spider-Man is just going to be like a releasable character. I don't think
Okay,
he's going to
okay.
have too much to do with anything in the game.
Hmm.
Yeah, because that's the every time we see the Daily Bugle freaking every time you walk in the
Yeah,
game. Like you see it every time. Like
mhm.
so, it's just like I've been waiting for some type of Spider-Man reference, or something
Yeah,
like that. But so far, it's been all, you know.
yeah. So that'll probably be a whole nother video for you guys. Okay.
It definitely will be. Yeah,
Uh,
we're gonna be talking about that
oh
game
yeah,
so much. Like like every Sunday, you're just gonna hear us talking more and more about it
because the
until we
story's
beat
long.
it.
The story's
Yeah,
hella long.
it's a good what I think it said 10 to 12 hours without doing all of the side quests. And
Yeah,
I'm a completionist, so I want to 100% that thing. But my only concern is you may not be able to go back, like,
mm,
and it kind of seems like more stuff keeps unlocking in different places the further you go in the game. It's like, I know I just saw something in that spot and I got it, but I
yeah,
just got something else in that same exact spot as a different person. So it's like, man, I hope I don't have to go through this game as every character and pick up stuff, because that's going
yeah.
to be super tedious, but I will do it. But
I
yeah.
I noticed that this morning when I think who was I? I think I was playing as Camila, and I had to go into the war table and actually use it to like pick a mission,
Mhm.
and I didn't realize because like there was like 3 other missions already available. I was like, oh wait, whoa, okay, so
Yeah.
which one's which? I had to figure out how. Okay, this is how this works. This is where I go here, and I figured it out, and I was like, okay. And I got back, and I'm like, okay, damn, I have to be Hulk
Yeah.
now. Uh,
Yeah.
so I have
Yeah,
to decide
for
when I
real.
want to do that. But
But all
but
the
yeah,
all the story mode ones have the Avenger A on it, so that's
yeah,
the ones I've really been focusing on, is trying to
yeah,
get those done, and then I'll grind everything else out afterwards,
yeah.
literally. but
With that
yeah,
said,
let's
though,
move on
moving
along.
right along. Wonder Woman 1984 has been delayed till Christmas Day.
Oh my goodness, man! Oh my goodness, just delays and
Don't even give us a release date. Just fucking
yeah. At this point, just don't say nothing. Like,
yeah.
just
Don't
leave it
say it.
alone, because it's it's really getting to the point where, like, okay, no, it's not. They're crying wolf with their
Yeah.
movies now. It's just, we know there's not going to be a movie. We know that already. We know, like, and if there is,
Mhm.
it's going to do bad, and then you're going to try to pull your other movies. We already know, like, what's going on. So
Mhm.
it's just like, just put it on VOD or something.
Yeah.
Get something going. Like,
Like.
that's where we're at this point.
Mhm.
Dr. Fauci and all these people, they're saying like theaters ain't going to be able to really be open like that until there's a vaccine and all this other stuff. So it's like, bro, like, like we're just going to keep coming back to this same spot every single time. Like, oh yeah, theaters are
Yeah.
open. Oh wait, nope, theaters are going to close. Oh wait, no, theaters are open. Oh wait, no, they closed again. And then it's
Mhm.
always, the theaters is open, but ain't nobody releasing their movies. So we can't even,
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter that the theaters is open, because no one is trying to be, like we said last week, like we continue to say, they don't want to be a addition to this health risk that's going on,
Yeah.
like, globally right now. And it's
Mhm.
understandable, but at the same time, release it on VOD, because we're all at home.
Yeah.
So like, that's what I have to say about
Mhm.
that.
Um, I don't know why. Like, I think they need to go to the VOD thing again. I don't know why they don't just release it in VOD when theaters open. They just put it back in theaters. They'll
Yeah,
probably make
that's
more money that way than if they just released it in
you
theaters.
are.
Honestly,
I never even thought about that. I never even thought about that. That
it's
is
because
a genius thing to do, because people like us, we would definitely go and watch it again in the theater to get that
yeah.
theater experience. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like, we will watch it at home, we will rewatch it at home, and we will
Yeah.
rewatch it again at home, and
Yep.
then we'll go to the theater when it's out in theaters and it's able to be seen. Me, you, Remy, and Hannah will all go, and we'll sit together and watch the
Yep.
movie, eat popcorn and stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we've never seen the movie, and it'll be like, oh man, that experience was awesome because
Yeah.
we got to go back to the theaters again.
Yeah.
Man, I agree with you, and you need to get paid for that idea, because that was
Because
super. That's genius.
like, think about it. If you movies like that are on VOD, you're paying like 30, $20. So you're buying 2 to 3 tickets, maybe three in some places. Even if you're by yourself, like, that's free money to these companies, right? And if they just bring it back in theaters, like whenever they open fully, that's
Mhm.
either a whole new wave of people, or everyone who's watched it would want to go see it again just to see it, how it compares to having that
That's
theater experience versus the movie experience.
that's true,
Um,
because there are going to be those people that's like, oh no, I'm not about to pay $30 to watch it at home. So
yeah.
you once again, you are correct, my man.
So
Man, let's give Battery a point.
it'd be the move. It'd be
The
the
idea.
move.
Yo, we out here making plans for everyone else. That is
Mhm.
genius, man. Like,
Um,
but I think along with that, I think what the issue may be is that these companies aren't willing to dish out whatever percentage that these other companies with the digital platforms are asking for.
yeah.
So it's like it might be $30, but how much are they actually getting of that? Versus
Mhm.
when it was at theaters, they could get a precise whatever because they know
Yeah.
how the box office works. So
Mhm.
now we have a stream office. We don't got the box office anymore. And now everyone's kind of trying to feel how that weighs out and what that money is going to look like
Yeah.
in the end when you're charging $30 for a movie that people get to keep so they don't have to pay again to watch it,
Mhm.
versus when you got it in the theater, you can watch it this many times. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah.
really, it's just at that point where it's like, man, what's going to happen? I just want,
Yeah.
all we got to do, me and you, all we got to do is figure out a stream office money thing, and then it'll just be figured out for everyone else once we figure it out, and
Yeah.
then we'll be able to get it going from there. Because every time we make ideas, people take them anyway.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the way to go.
Ridiculous. Um,
He said it's ridiculous.
ridiculous, but it's true. You guys don't know it yet, but it's true.
It's-
Well, I was about to say something. I guess Wonder Woman historically, though, in terms of like big movies, like back in the day with older, they've historically came out during the Christmas time.
oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, I didn't know that until I saw something on Twitter, I believe, that kind of mentioned it, and so it's a cool
Hmm.
little. I guess it's a cool little throwback, but also,
Yeah.
uh, this is crazy to think that it's been a year, almost a whole year. So it's like it's gonna be almost a year, and we're still not where we want to be. You know,
Yeah.
it's wild.
It is
Uh,
insane, man.
with that said, guys, be safe out there, and we'll go ahead and move on to our
Yep.
next topic for the
Wear your
day.
mask, wash your hands.
Yeah, for real.
For
Uh,
real.
Sony has revealed they will not release Morbius, Venom 2, or Spider-Man 3, so theaters open up completely and the Rona is under control. I get it.
Spunk.
I get it, but
They
I'd rather
halted Spunk, man.
I'd rather hear that than be like, "Hey, let's give this movie a release date, another release date, and then not do it at all."
Exactly. I appreciate that effort from Sony. But at the
Agreed.
same time, Sony is just very greedy about stuff too, though. And they
Mhm.
understood that no one else was taking that, stance. So they were like, oh
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna halt everything, yo. Because
Yeah.
we don't have Disney Plus. We don't have, you know what I mean? We don't
Yeah.
have these options to experiment with. So let's just halt our entire Spider-Man universe of Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Which is what that's what it's called. That's
Mhm.
their MCU name, Spunk. So I just wanted to put that out there.
I still don't even have that memorized, bro. Like I'm always trying to make hashtags on Twitter, and I'm like, I can never remember Spunk.
Because
Or,
it's Spunk, SPUMC.
yeah, see, Spunk. Can't even
Sony's
say it.
wait, it's Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters.
Yeah,
There you
see,
go.
that's
That's
a,
just
that's a mouthful.
yeah.
Just
Man,
call it Sony's Marvel or something. You know,
yeah.
it's not that hard.
Sony Cinematic Universe. It's very
Yeah,
easy.
easy. With that said, I'm pretty sure Morbius and Marvel and Venom 2 are finished. I feel like at this point.
Yeah. Because
So
were we
they're
supposed
both
to have
they're both
Morbius
were
already,
supposed to be
or was
released.
that was Morbius this year, or was that supposed to be
Morbius
next
was
year?
this year. I think it was.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
It was
Like,
October. Venom 2, I believe, was earlier, and then it got delayed. But they never gave us a release date as well.
yeah.
Spider-Man 3, I think they're starting to film, or I don't even know if they're there yet. But I'd rather hear that there's not a release date now
Yes.
than be teased.
Yeah.
And
If
be
you tell
upset.
me that there was a release date of 10/21 and then on 10/17, you're like, oh nah, we ain't
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't
You're out of
I
luck.
don't want that. Yeah.
You know, and so, and and also, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully soon, the Rona thing is kind of taken under control. But for the time being, it's just something we got to deal with, and hopefully, uh, stay safe. And but like
Stay
you
safe,
said,
wash your
Sony
hands.
is money greedy. Um, But
They're
at the
so
same time,
greedy.
I feel like they know that people are gonna go and watch those movies regardless. Uh, but obviously because it's Sony, people are gonna be like, might not be as good as a Marvel movie, but it is a Marvel movie nonetheless, so I have to go see it. Type of thing,
Yeah, that's how that. Yeah.
But yeah, I it's upsetting, but I like them coming forward and
The straightforwardness of it.
straightforwardness of it. I'd rather have that than anything else.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't bullshit me.
yeah, for real.
That's it. That's all. That's all we ask
Hmm.
from these companies. Do not BS us because we're gonna spend our money on it. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
and that's why, unfortunately, Marvel, not even just Marvel, but Disney, they get so much love because of what they're doing.
Yeah.
They realize what we want and they give us fan service.
Hmm.
Uh, like that last Star Wars movie, that was a movie nothing but fan service to wrap up, what was going on right there so they
Yeah.
can move on. A lot of people didn't like it, but it at the same time, it opened up a whole bunch of new doors and it let us know a whole bunch of new things.
Hmm.
And it was just so much fan service in that. Like I think I just read something recently that said Rey was supposed to be a Kenobi, like she was almost a
Yeah.
Kenobi or something.
Saw that.
Yeah. And it's like, yo, like I would have been like, "Oh, that's awesome," but knowing that she's a Palpatine, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like there's just certain things that just it makes you like it more,
Mhm.
So, yeah, and then yeah, so Marvel wins because they give us fan service, and we don't get that from anyone else, like really ever.
Okay, this is super off topic, but it just kind of popped up in my head. So in the Mandalorian, you know
Yes.
how the episode where like he's in the village and they like get ambushed by like the T thing by the rope. And I guess him and the other mercenary have to work together to train the village to defend themselves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know how there was that lady that knew how to shoot like a G and like there was no backstory whatsoever. She was just a complete badass that we just didn't know about.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think she's gonna come back for season 2?
Oh,
I
definitely.
feel like that was like a super huge plug-in that we just don't know yet, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like she's gonna be more important in the series.
I think honestly in season 2, I feel like we're gonna have so much callback to Clone Wars. I don't know
Mm,
why, but that's just what I feel like. Like I know we're supposed to hear something about Ahsoka. I don't know if that's a fact.
mhm.
I'm not sure,
I think
but
she is gonna be in the series, I believe.
that's what I
Could
thought.
be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's in the
Yeah, that's what I thought. And so I just feel like it's gonna be so heavily on the Clone Wars of stuff that was happening then.
series.
Um, and I might not have thought that if I didn't just finish watching the entire series of
Mhm,
Clone
mhm.
Wars, but watching that and then having a whole new appreciation for the Mandalorian,
Yeah,
seeing what was going on with the little fucking
because
the
there's a
ebony
huge.
blade or the sword, I can't think of what it's called. But that
I think it's the black saber.
dark
I think it's
saber or something. Yeah,
yeah,
the black saber.
yeah,
Yeah, that thing, man, it's just there's so much that is going to be called back from
yeah.
the series, and then we have the Bad Batch series that's coming out as well. So
Mhm,
it's like all of that information that I know is leading
mhm.
me to believe that this next Mandalorian series is going to be so heavily on the
Yeah,
Clone Wars, even though we're so long after the Clone
yeah. I'm excited, man. October
Wars.
30th. I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
Um, with that said, moving on to the next, our last topic of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Styles, apparently going to be in a Marvel movie that we don't know about. Uh,
Ooh.
Huge rumor. I don't know the guy. I don't know who the guy was on Twitter. He actually, so he had comments, like shared or he retweeted something about because they had announced that Harry Styles is going to be in a movie, and then he had retweeted and said, "Hey, you guys just don't know about the Marvel movie that he's going to be in, or his role." And everyone was freaking out, like, "Oh my god, like who's he going to play?" Like, uh,
Okay.
who do you think?
Now,
Who do you think
okay.
he's going to play?
So before we had started this, right, I had initially said Hobgoblin, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Now that could be a go still because, uh, um, just I would like that. I think it would
Hmm.
be a better way for them to go about it like that.
Yeah.
Marvel is trying to switch up everything, so I could understand them not giving us Green Goblin
Yeah.
when you know what I mean. He's like, we've had the Green Goblin
Hmm.
multiple times. So they'll give us the Hobgoblin, just the Hobgoblin right off the back or whatever. I think that would
Yeah.
be cool. But I just thought about this when you were saying it. When
I
you
have a
said
thought.
his name
I,
again, I was
I
like,
want.
bro,
I want to know if it's the same thing.
what if he is Wiccan or one of Scarlet Witch's kids or something? Because he looks old and everything. But remember, we are getting them like fast forwarded. You know what I mean? They're gonna
Hmm.
be growing up as well.
Well, it's a
So
project we don't know about, though. That's what the tweet. That's what it said.
oh yeah, it is a project that we don't know about. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, well, you're right.
What if he's Modok?
Oh, I could see. What if he's Taskmaster? We're sitting here not
You know
knowing
what?
who he is. What if he's Taskmaster, bro?
Before my thought of Modok came, Taskmaster was my second guess. I was gonna say Taskmaster first, but then I don't know what happened. It just kind of got jumbled in the mind. Because okay, so in Dunkirk, which is like the first movie that he's actually been a part of, um, I don't want to call him a badass, but he's a pretty dope soldier. Or he has that will to survive in Dunkirk, and we see that. Um, and but more importantly, we see him how he is in combat, and seeing that, like picturing that, and like especially like the gritty face, the dirtiness of being a soldier in that movie, for whatever reason, reminded me of the Winter Soldier,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
I can see him.
that's literally what I saw when you were saying that though. That's
I
crazy.
can see him as Taskmaster. That would actually be pretty cool. With that said, thinking about how Taskmaster looks, uh, I don't know if he's big enough. Is he big enough?
Well, I was just Googling it and it said he's 6 feet tall. So he got the height
He's got the height.
he got the height on his side.
Hmm.
And as we can see, like niggas, everyone can bulk up very easily. Like
Yeah, for real.
it's not a hard thing for these like the people in Hollywood. Like they got some regimen, especially once they go to Marvel. Marvel, they got the secret. Like they just
Yeah.
give them like they're just like, oh, yep, we need you to be a superhero in 6 months. Here you go, eat this for two, eat this, and then here's your trainer, and here's this person, and then the
They don't
next
mess
time
around.
you see him, they be like, boom, like you're like, oh my goodness,
You'd
like,
be like Rodney Coleman in the middle of a damn Marvel movie.
like, bro, what's happening? So we know that they can do that, you know. So
Mhm.
it's not hard, it's not a hard thing for them, and he. I was also thinking about because he kind of gave me the same kind of vibe. I haven't seen any of the movies that he's in. I don't know who he is. I had to Google him to find out. I did, and then I was like, oh, he's in One Direction. Still don't know nothing about One Direction. I don't even think I've heard a One Direction song before, to be honest. And I'm happy about that. But I think when I first Googled him and I saw him, I was like, okay, he kind of gives me early Shia LaBeouf vibes. Okay,
Mhm.
so that made me kind of think about Moon Knight because that's where I wanted Shia LaBeouf to be when we first got that announcement that he might have been in talks with the MCU, and then we heard about the Moon Knight movie coming out. That's what I thought about. And then when you were just telling me about how he was in that other movie, I thought of Punisher, but I
Mhm.
don't know how much grit he has to really bring. But you know, it's possible. And then finally, the last person that I think it was um Nova.
Mhm.
And that's the you know what I mean?
That would
That's
be.
I think Nova would be like a safe place to place your bet. You know what I mean? We don't know nothing. They haven't really announced too much about Nova. I don't even think they've officially said that there's going to be a Nova movie coming out.
Mhm.
So I think that would be the way to go. He looks like he could be, you know, Adam Warlock type of person as well. So that's why I'm going with Nova. I'd rather go with Nova than Adam Warlock. I know Adam Warlock is supposed to be coming up and all this other stuff, but I'm just feeling I just got vibes of, you know, kind of a more powerful character, not really the street grit type of character because we already have a lot of grit on the street, if
Mhm.
you want, and they're trying to go to a cosmic place as well as on Earth. So I'm just going, I'm going for Nova to just place my safe bet.
Okay, so I guess online right now, people are thinking he's going to be Star Fox, aka
Oh,
Arrow's
Thanos'
Titan,
brother.
Thanos' brother.
Okay, I could actually see that because Thanos' brother was like a pretty boy and all the other stuff,
Mhm.
and so I could see that. I could even see him going for Thane, Thanos' son. I
And
could
we
see
could
that as
see
well.
that maybe in Eternals we'll kind of see maybe some hints as to
Hmm.
where he is, or if he's in Eternals. Um,
Yeah,
I didn't know
because
that
I
was
mean, if
Thanos' brother.
Star Fox is Thanos' brother, and he's awesome.
Do him and She-Hulk have a thing? Because
I believe so.
okay, so I'm seeing a photo of the two of them together. So
Let me break out the encyclopedia.
because it looks like She-Hulk and Star Fox have a relationship going. Because I guess when they were casting for Black Knight, they were also looking for people for the Star Fox role as well. Code named Karen, I think, possibly.
He busts out and ends up being the Sentry.
This breaks the MCU. It's like, we need an update. He's too strong.
We need an update. He's too
Yeah.
strong. That was a good one.
That's how Call of Duty people are.
What's Star Fox?
Star Fox, yeah. Thanos' brother.
Thanos' son is an Inhuman. Thane.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't know
Yeah.
a whole lot about Thanos other than he's a huge like badass. But now I know he has a brother and a son.
Yeah.
I know in the
They're
comics he
both
was in
badasses.
love with like Death or something like that, if I don't remember right?
Yeah. That's why he did the Infinity War initial, like in the initial iteration of it.
To please her, right? I believe that's what it was.
Yep. But she still didn't want him after all of
Yeah.
that. He was feeling mad played too. I can't find Star Fox. What is his actual name?
Let me see. Let's see what we can find.
Eros.
Arrows of Titan.
Eros. Son of Alars. I should look at the offenders in here.
Bro, he has the power to psychologically control other people's emotions. He was a member of the Avengers and the Dark Guardians.
Ooh, the Dark Guardians. Now that is a name I want to know about.
Eros is a member of the Eternals. Oh, okay. So we might see him then. Genetic offshoot of humanity.
I don't see nothing about him in here. So, ooh, this is a really dope picture. This picture is awesome. Flip the page. Flip the page.
So I guess in the comics, he helped Captain Marvel battle Thanos's army at some point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty badass.
He has a pretty big bio here, so that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually, I think that's a pretty solid guess.
Yeah,
I think Star Fox. I think that's
that is a solid guess, though.
Might be the move. I think. I don't know. We'll have to see. Harry Styles, at least in Dunkirk, from what I've seen, he can act, especially really intense roles. So it'd be cool to. I don't know how they're gonna utilize his character, but I didn't think about the aspect of being a pretty boy. So
yeah,
he might be able to kill it because he was a former member of the One Direction, and they were all pretty boys. And so it'll be cool to see how he does in an MCU film. And with that said, that concludes our pop culture update for tonight.
Today, man. And make sure you guys tune in with us next Sunday when we do another pop culture news update at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's PST. Every week we do one. We let you guys know what the news is of the week, like we did tonight. And man, yeah, well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thanks for Hector for jumping in chat with us. Let me see real quick if anybody actually answered the question. I don't even know where I could go for that. If you did answer the question, oh, excuse me, we will definitely read it. And wait, hold on, let me see real quick. Make sure you guys also check out our website, marvelbros.com. We are live with this episode right now on Marvel Bros. And we're getting we got a lot of stuff going on there. All the news that we have on Twitter, on our social medias, it is all on our website, as well as our merchandise that you can purchase. And donations that you would all make would go straight to Marvel Bros and help with everything that we're trying to do here. And we appreciate it.
And don't forget to also make sure to follow us at Marvel Bros 23 on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also our YouTube. We're starting to update our YouTube in terms of putting all these videos on our YouTube. Some videos are working, some videos are not, but it's all good. We're getting there. And then also we have a bunch of other stuff we have planned for you guys. We'll let you guys know about all that in the future. But stay excited, guys. We're starting to revamp things.
Exactly.
Get the motor moving to where we want it to be. So
and you guys will be able to check out our Marvel Avengers, like basically gameplay that we're gonna be having. That'll be coming out soon. Probably we have no ETA on that, but just make sure you guys are ready for it. And because we're having a ball with the game. We might do a review video of it once we finish, something like that, because that game is amazing so far.
It's a good game. The story is great. I don't know about you, but there's a couple issues that I do have with the game. But the game so far in terms of story has been phenomenal. So I'm really excited.
They definitely could have you could tell that they could have put some more work into the game in some aspects of just glasses on Hulk just not being there at all when he should have glasses. Like he went like this at one point and there was no glasses there. And I was like, what did he just put up? But
I was playing today and I was in the hangar, the lower hangar, and there was like this blue aura in the middle of I was like, what is this? What is this? I was shook. And then it occurred to me that that's the color of the laptop that we see from that agent of the SHIELD agent that's there later down the line. And I was like, oh wow, I was like, fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where I was like, ooh, that's it's a little mess up, but it's all good. It might have just been a glitch.
There's a few of those type of things.
But there's a couple different moments where I was like, ooh.
Square, it's not the best property that Square Enix could have put their name on. I had high hopes for the game. I thought it was going to be kind of, get some kind of Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy graphics, not only the graphics but some gameplay there too. You got Disney and Square Enix, some good companies, good names, good brands. I feel like not the best baby that they could have made together, but especially because the other baby that they made is Kingdom Hearts, and that's amazing. But that's you know what I'm saying. So that, but that's neither here nor there. But thank you all for tuning in. Make sure, if you haven't already, you follow us on Facebook. You should have a link popping up on your screen somewhere, and just give us a follow so you can get notifications for whenever we do go live, which is every Sunday, and help us get to our 300 follower goal. We're at 199 right now. We're trying to get to 300. So Much love to everybody. We really
Yep.
appreciate you guys tuning in tonight, and I believe that'll be all for it today, my man.
Yep. Thank you
All right.
guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time.
Excelsior.